Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 2nd and 5. Right. Ready. Off of play action, and here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards for number 11.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Herbert off of play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. The pass complete on the crossing route. This is Tony with it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield.
Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, Kaplan. Baylor Tigers. Ready?
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And that gets them a little room as they'll take this up over the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down, Nixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey, go Lion.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Why do they call it over here?
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On play action, Lance.
Wide open receiver complete. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Up the middle they go. Nixon. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
The Browns at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Fires the all-out and completes it to Harris.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his second rushing touchdown on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready? On 2nd down, here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lance.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. Tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, and that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just 1 yard away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Monty Rice, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And here's Taylor on the return.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 63 yards on a punt return score.
And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
5-9, 5-9. Go, hey, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Quay Walker.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ultra. Go ultra.
They'll try the left side. Nixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 7.
Shot, 17. Set.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Go.
Herbert now. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
A gain of 12.
59,
First down, Chargers.
Now it's Herbert. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Makes the score Browns
Point after, right
35.
down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Let's go.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
how did they get that done? For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready?
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
Ready.
On the option, running left is Lance. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. On second down now, Nixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
560.
On third down, Nixon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the
Their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Baylor tight.
On first down, it's Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's on his way. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far. And that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to a final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
Hey, Kappa.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ray.
Here's Herbert. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 3rd down and 1. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
59. Home trips right. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Crowd right. Let's go.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
crowd right, crowd right. 12. Hey, ram. Go.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw caught by Tony. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
21.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 17.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. 69 yards. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after here coming up. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 35. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, got a new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Lance going to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Cleveland Browns. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Steal, check, steal, set.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Ready,
They'll go
ready.
again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Green Jack. Blaster, 6. Set.
Lance looking to throw it. To to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Black Ultra. Smash, red. Ready?
Lance and company going on 4th down. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Open man downfield, that's Tony. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
63, Chargers 31.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ray. Hey, go lot. Home troops right. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Joseph Osai. It'll go
was a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third and long.
One last throw here for Herbert. 20, 10, and a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll fall to 1-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.